Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Raikou from Pokemon. Let's get started to the right of center with a point. From this point I'm going to draw a straight angled line going up towards the left. Now going back to the center, we're going to do the same length line up and out towards the right. Now let's take these 2 points and just taper them down and in. And then from the bottom, we're going to go out with a short line. Now let's come back up towards the center. From here, we're going to draw on the top of the eye, leaving a gap in the center. Over on the left side, we're going to curve up and then out. Go to the right side and do the same thing. From here, we're going to take this line and just curve down and in. And do the same thing on the right, just tucking that in underneath that line. Now we're going to draw the eyes in underneath this curve. So from this corner, we're going to step in, just follow that same curve coming down, leaving a small gap along the bottom. Now we're going to draw an angled line coming down and in. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw 2 half ovals underneath the eyelid. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down, and then pull that back up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to draw 2 smaller ovals just along the top, filling that in black for the pupil. From the top corners of the eye, we're going to draw 2 angled lines going up and out. Now we're going to come down and in towards the head. Right about there. Now I'm going to do a slight overlap. We're going to draw the top of the head. Starting on the left, we're going to step down, just draw a curve towards the top of the head, and back down on the right side. In the center, between the eyes, we're going to draw 1 circle. Now we're going to move up and draw a slightly larger oval. Now we're going to move down and draw on the 2 large fangs. Starting on the left, we're going to come straight down and then curve that in. Do the same thing on the right, coming down and then pulling that in. We want to taper this up underneath that line. Now let's draw on the bottom of the mouth. Starting on the left side, we're going to step down, curve across, and back down. We'll step down, just follow that same curve. Now along the bottom, we're going to add 2 fangs, so 2 upside down V's. Now let's draw on the tip of the tongue. Above this left fang, we're going to curve down and back up on the right. From here, we're going to wrap the mane around the head. Starting from the center, draw a straight line going up. Now we're going to move over towards the left, curve down and out towards the left, go to the right, curve down and out towards the right. Now from that center point, I want to curl around the left. Going up, swirling around, and then back up. Go back to the center, we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to continue this curve underneath the spike. We're going to curve down and out, round it out, and pull it in, just above this point here. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Starting down here, we're going to curve down and out, rounding out the side of the mane, and then pulling that in. Now that we've got the head, let's draw on the front legs. So just underneath this fang, I'm going to curve out, and then down towards the left, go out, and then down towards the right. Let's draw on the lower part of the leg. We step up and create an overlap, curving in, and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw on the outside of the legs. Starting on the side of the mane on the left, we're going to curve around. Now we're just going to pull that in. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving around, and just pull that in. Let's draw on the lower part of the leg. So from here, we're going to step out, curve down and out. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to take these 2 points and connect it with a curve, going up in the middle and then back down. We'll do that on both sides. Now on the left side, we're going to draw 3 claws. Starting from the center, we're going to curve out toward the left and then pull that back in towards the center. We're going to go back to the top and curve in the opposite direction, going around and then down towards a point. Now from this corner, I'm going to curve down and then in. Do the same thing with the inside. Now from here, we're going to curve up and in behind the center claw. Now moving up, I'm just going to draw the top of the claw, going out and over on both sides. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start from the top, curve around, and back in towards the center. Go back to the top, curve in the opposite direction, down towards the middle. Now from the left side, I'm going to curve down and in. On the right, we'll curve down and in. And we'll hook this back over, in behind the center claw. And then we're going to step up and hook this over on both sides. Now I'm going to shift the back over toward the left. So we're going to see a little bit of the belly. Start from the inside of the right leg, come down underneath the fang, and then back up underneath the left arm. Now let's move to the left and draw on the hind leg. We start at the top here, curve out, and then down. Now from here we're going to do a hard turn, curving down and out in the opposite direction. From here we're going to curve down towards the bottom of the foot, coming down. Let's round out the bottom of the foot, coming down, and back up. Now we're going to taper this back up so it gets a little bit narrower as you come up towards the knee. From here we're going to go over, curve over that line, and then go up. Let's separate out the claw. We're going to take these 2 corners and connect it with a curve going up and then back down. Now from the top we're going to step over towards the left, curve out towards the left, and then out towards the right. Now let's draw that same leg in the back here. So we start with the front curve. Starting up here, we're going to curve down and then over, stepping back, curve down, over towards the right, round out the bottom of the foot. Now I'm just going to pull that up underneath the body. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve going up and then down. Now we're going to separate out the claw. Going down towards the left and then the right. Let's add a few stripes to the front legs. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve up and over. And I'm going to hook this back in the opposite direction. Now it's going to thicken this up. We're going to taper it down and then hook this back towards the outside of the arm. Now we're going to take that and flip it over on the right side. Curving up and in, and hooking that back out. Now we're going to taper that back down, and then back down over towards the side of the arm. On the hind leg, we're just going to draw a point, curving over and in, and then tapering that back. Now we're going to draw in the second layer of the mane in behind. Starting in behind the top of the head on the left, we're going to curve up, down. Now right here I'm just going to swirl this around. We're going to step back on top of this curve, swirl around, come down, and we'll pull that in behind the front arm. Now right up here we're just going to do an overlap. From here we're going to curve up, pull that in, do that again. From the top, go up, and pull that down. And we'll draw one more on this side. Starting on the side, curve out, and then pull that back in. Let's add another swirl on the left side. Starting at the top, curve around, just gonna swirl this back around. Now from the top of here, we're gonna curve up. I'm just gonna pull that down on top of this curve. Now this is gonna curl around here. Starting on the left, just gonna draw a bigger curl coming around. On the side, I'm gonna hook this over, pull that down. We'll do that one more time. On the side, go out, and then back in. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is add the tail along the left side. Starting on the hind leg, we're gonna draw an angled line coming down and out. We're gonna go up and in. Now we're just gonna repeat this little zigzag pattern, and then going up towards the tip of the tail. Now at the tip, we're gonna draw in a star. We come down, and we'll taper that back up. Let's go up in an angle, pull that back in. Now we're gonna draw a large one, going up Come back down. Draw a small one on the side pointing towards the left. Let's draw a slightly longer one coming down. Now we're going to pull that back in but leaving a gap. Like this. Now we're going to follow the zigzag in behind the body. Finally pulling that back up in behind the hind leg. And then one final thing we're going to do is separate the inside patch of the legs. Starting at the left side here, we're going to curve down and then pull that in. On the right, we're going to curve down in the opposite direction. Now let's separate out the inside leg. Starting up here, curve around and then up. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Raikou from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.